Hi, this is Shelley from Red River, along with my faithful white Red River wolf, and you're listening to the Len Amsterdam Show on WLEN Radio. All indie, all the time.
I fall to pieces. That's enough out of you, Mickey. Some things cannot be explained, nor should they. Either you are a believer or you are not a believer. Ladies and gentlemen, Len Amsterdam Show is pleased to present the greatest female country singer of the 20th century. How are you, Patsy?
Well, I was pretty darn good up till just a minute ago. What the heck was that screeching? Was that you, Len Amsterdam?
Well, I know Hank, but that hurt. Anyways, let's get to the hard-hitting questions. Did you sleep with Willie Nelson to get him to write all those hits?
Is that what he told you? Honey, I always knew Willie was a great storyteller, but come on. I'll tell you what made me record Willie's songs. Pity. You see, Willie was barely scraping by back then, and he sure wasn't making a living on his good looks, if you know what I mean. So he had this little song that he sang for me one night backstage at the Opry. He said he called it crazy, and I said, honey, you are so right. But I said, well, let me think about it. I think maybe we can fit it in on my next recording session. I like to give Willie a hard time. So I took it to Owen Bradley, and he said, let's do it. So, of course, I sang the hell out of that song, if I do say so myself. And there you go, honey. Willie had his career, thanks to old Patsy.
So what do the folks in country heaven do to let down their hair and get loose like a goose?
You know, Len Amsterdam, we have a good old time up here. Sometimes we just sit around and listen to that country music y'all listen to, and we laugh. But usually we just have a big old party. I have to herd all those cowboys to get them to pay attention to the picking and singing and less attention to the drinking. But you ain't never heard a jam session like we got. Old Hank and I, we alternate closing the show, so some nights I sit around backstage waiting for my turn, and I check the clock on the wall. Pretty soon I hear, good Lord willing and the creek don't rise, blah, 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 blah. It's not like we ain't all heard that a million times, and I see Tammy out there in the audience just rolling her eyes. But we like to tease Hank a lot. But on the nights when I ain't closing the show, I like to use a little trick I learned a long time ago from Jerry Lee Lewis. I am an impossible act to follow. I close out my portion with my version of Faded Love with that cry at the end. I even catch a tear glistening in old Bob Will's eye. Then I saunter backstage past old Hank and I say, good luck, Elijah.
So Hank, Johnny, June, and Tammy made it through the pearly gates like you? What about Don Rich?
Honey, what do you think? We've been waiting for those good old boys and girls for a while, especially Don Rich. I ain't saying Don's a crybaby or anything, but I got tired of him whining all the time.
Buck?
Boy, if Buck was here, you'd hear some pretty good picking.
Oh, no Buck.
Yeah, Don, go back and practice playing Buckaroo some more. But Mother Maybelle, well, you should have seen the look on her face when 1st June, then old Johnny come through those doors. It made even old Patsy shed a tear.
Now, there's plenty of hype in the mainstream media prior to this interview that it would be nothing more than channeling trickery.
What the hell is channeling?
Well, as I said with the opening of this piece, you are either a believer or you are not a believer. Len Amsterdam has been very pleased to bring you the greatest country female singer, songwriter of the 20th century. Just one last question for you. What do they listen to in country heaven?
Everybody here's listening to the Len Amsterdam show. Just don't sing anymore, okay?